the 2 to the 5, 2 minor 7 to a 5-7 or altered 5-7 is one of the most common, most used progressions in jazz. A 2. This is if you go. That's one way to play Satin Doll. The 2 to the 5 goes through a series of 2 5s, eventually comes back to this 2, 5, and leads you to 1, the C major 7 chord. That's the function of your 2 chord to your 5 chord, is to lead you back to the 1 chord, in this case C major 7. So the other day I had a student say to me, can you give me any tips how to use a diminished scale? And I said, well, you know what, that's complicated. That's a life study in itself. It's pretty endless. First of all, you have to know how to play the scale. Anyway, I'm not going to give you the rant I gave him because it was quite lengthy, because the diminished scale, in my opinion, is a pretty complex thing, and I think the truth is that you can study it for the rest of your life and have applications and reasons and why it works here, why it works there, how it works, and how come it should work, and how come it might sound better this way or that way. Anyway, if you can play the diminished scale, I can show you how to apply it to a 2 to a 5 lick. Now, this way to play the scale goes half step, whole step. I don't know if the other way will end up being the same, so I'm not even going to pretend that I know the answer to that. But my diminished scale for D minor 7 to G7 to C major 7 is really where we're going with the scale. But we're pretending to play over a 2 to a 5 is this. You start on the D, go a half step, E flat, a whole step, F, a half step, F sharp, a whole step, G sharp, a half step, A, a whole step, B, a half step, C, a whole step, D, a half step, E flat, a whole step, F, F sharp, leading you back to G. So here's the scale. One more time. Now, I'm telling you that that'll work over your and bring you back to 1. It does. It's a great way to apply a diminished scale in your playing. When this 2 to the 5 pops up, phrase gingerly, nicely, however you want to do it. Triple it 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 to your 1. Or triple it, 2. I hope you have a great day. I hope you play a lot of guitar. I hope you like this diminished scale. And you try that application. Play it over a 2, 5, starting on the root of the 2, half step, whole steps.